Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time and depending on when you're going to be seeing this video. It's your brother, your boy, courserepscorner. Like I always tell you guys, it's my corner, it's your corner, and it's a corner.
I don't wanna fall in love, I just wanna have some fun, yeah. I don't wanna fall in love.
Few days ago, let's say about a week now, something happened in the United States space of election. Something happened. You know, the United States is preparing for our elections, and there has been ups and downs between the Republican and the other. Talking about Joe Biden, who happens to be the current president, and Donald Trump, who happens to be the also counterpart, who was once a president of the United States before him. And it has been ups and downs, and something happened. Donald Trump was attacked. Let me use the word. He was attacked, and God so kind, he survived. Prior to that attack, few days into the attack, they had a convention of his party where he was to publicly accept the offer given to him by the party to contest with Joe Biden in the forthcoming elections. And something happened in that program. I have few clips I'm going to show to us now. It is in no particular order, but I will try to arrange them in a particular order, where you hear Donald Trump talking, you will hear the son Donald Trump Jr. talking, you hear the wife of Donald Trump Jr. talking, you hear Donald Trump first granddaughter, and also you hear our superstar talking about Okogan, where they all gave their speech, and where some party members said some things. And then when Donald Trump finally accepted the offer, I'm going to show a clips on that regard. Please, let's pray for him. Thank God Donald Trump didn't go as great men in the United States like Lincoln, and also like Kenedy. These two persons were attacked also, and they visited the great beyond. Because of these attacks, Lincoln was also was attacked, and I want to call the name because of guidelines. Was attacked and he passed on. Same goes to Kennedy. He was attacked and he passed on too. So that for Donald Trump, the moving of his head, or the taking of his head to the other side, made the bullet pierce just part of his ears and side of his face. And it was really not a good sight, but thank God he's very much alive, and the young man who did this is already 6 feet below. So guys, that's all I've come to share. I just want to give us an intro, then I'll share this video. Please, I want you to know that yes, nobody is above the law. You don't have to take laws into your hands. It's a must that if it's your choice that you don't like this person, allow the person to go and contest, and you can move the person via elections. Election is the only legal way you can move somebody you don't want in power. That is how it is. So guys, let me know what's let me just show this clip. But before I go, I will not fail to thank all of us for always watching my content. Thank you for always being there. For those of us who have not subscribed or followed on social media platform, please I beg you, subscribe to our channel, like, comment, and share, so that we can move this minute to the permanent side. So come on, next time to see me on your screen, guys, I leave us with this video of what transpired after Donald Trump survived the assassination attack that was meted for him about a week ago. I said a week ago because it happened on a Sunday, and this is just a Sunday. I don't know when I'll be posting this video, but it happened. This particular incident happened a week ago, and the convention took place 2 days after the attack. I just want to hear this, and please give your opinion and your comments in the comment section. For me, I feel that yes, Joe Biden should be asked to leave the throne while Donald Trump take over. Donald Trump, for sacrificing his life for this position, really means a lot to people, and I believe for me that alone is a consolation for him to be the next president of the United States. Guys, let's go and watch these videos, and please give me your opinion and your comment in the comment section.
Donald J. Trump.
If tomorrow all the things were gone, I'd work for all my life, and I had to start again. just my children and my wife. Thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me.
We're like that man who stood on that platform and felt the bullet pierce his flesh just days ago in Pennsylvania. He may have moved to the ground, but he stood back up. And when he did, my father raised his fist into the air. He looked out at the crowd, and what did he say? And we will fight. We will fight. We will fight with our voices. We will fight with our ideas. And on November 5th, we will fight with our vote. I've always been proud of him, but I've never been prouder of my father than I was in that moment. That's when the world found out that there is tough, and then there's Trump tough. And the good news is, America is Trump tough.
I am the granddaughter of Donald Trump. I'm speaking today to share the side of my grandpa that people don't often see. To me, he's just a normal grandpa. He gives us candy and soda when our parents aren't looking. He always wants to know how we're doing in school. When I made the high honor roll, he printed it out to show his friends how proud he was of me. He calls me during the middle of the school day to ask how my golf game is going and tells me all about his. But then I have to remind him that I'm in school and I'll have to call him back later. When we play golf together, if I'm not on his team, he'll try to get inside of my head. I know. And he's always surprised that I don't let him get to me. But I have to remind him, I'm a Trump too. Even when he's going through all these court cases, he always asks me how I'm doing. He always encourages me to push myself to be the most successful person I can be. Obviously, he sets the bar pretty high, but who knows, maybe one day I'll catch him. On Saturday, I was shocked when I heard that he has been shot, and I just wanted to know if he was okay. It was heartbreaking that someone would do that to another person. A lot of people have put my grandpa through hell, and he's still standing. Grandpa, you are such an inspiration, and I love you. The media makes my grandpa seem like a different person, but I know him for who he is. He's very caring and loving. He truly wants the best for this country, and he will fight every single day to make America great again. Thank you very much.
tell you exactly what happened, and you'll never hear it from me a second time because it's actually too painful to tell. I went to the stage and the crowd was cheering wildly. Everybody was happy. Behind me and to the right was a large screen that was displaying a chart of border crossings under my leadership. In order to see the chart, I started to, like this, turn to my right and was ready to begin a little bit further turn, which I'm very lucky I didn't do, when I heard a loud whizzing sound and felt something hit me really, really hard on my right ear. I said to myself, wow, what was that? It can only be a bullet, and moved my right hand to my ear, brought it down. My hand was covered with blood, just absolutely blood all over the place. I immediately knew it was very serious, that we were under attack, and in one movement proceeded to drop to the ground. Bullets were continuing to fly as very brave Secret Service agents rushed to the stage and pounced on top of me so that I would be protected. There was blood pouring everywhere, and yet, in a certain way, I felt very safe because I had God on my side. If I had not moved my head at that very last instant, the assassin's bullet would have perfectly hit its mark, and I would not be here tonight. We would not be together. This massive crowd of tens of thousands of people stood by and didn't move an inch. They knew I was in very serious trouble. They saw it. They saw me go down. They saw the blood and thought, actually, most did, that I was dead. They knew it was a shot to the head. They saw the blood. And there's an interesting statistic. The ears are the bloodiest part. If something happens with the ears, they bleed more than any other part of the body. For whatever reason, the doctors told me that. I said, why is there so much blood? He said, it's the ears. They bleed more. So we learned something, but this beautiful crowd, they didn't want to leave me. They knew I was in trouble. They didn't want to leave me. And you can see that love written all over their faces. The bullets were flying over us, yet I felt serene. But now the Secret Service agents were putting themselves in peril. They were in very dangerous territory. Bullets were flying right over them, missing them by a very small amount of inches. And then it all stopped. Our Secret Service sniper, from a much greater distance and with only one bullet used, took the assassin's life. I'm not supposed to be here tonight. Not supposed to be here. No. I stand before you in this arena only by the grace of Almighty God. Many people say it was a providential moment. Probably was. When I rose surrounded by Secret Service, the crowd was confused because they thought I was dead, and there was great, great sorrow. I could see that on their faces as I looked out. They didn't know I was looking out. They thought it was over. But I could see it, and I wanted to do something to let them know I was okay. I raised my right arm, looked at the thousands and thousands of people that were breathlessly waiting, and started shouting, "Fight, fight, fight." Once my clenched fist went up, and it was high into the air. You've all seen that. The crowd realized I was okay and roared with pride for our country like no crowd I have ever heard before. So tonight, with faith and devotion, I proudly accept your nomination for President of the United States. Thank you. As Americans, we are bound together by a single fate and a shared destiny. We rise together or we fall apart. I am running to be president for all of America, not half of America. because there is no victory in winning for half of America.
What happened last week when they took a shot at my hero and they tried to kill the next President of the United States? Enough was enough, and I said, let Trumpomania run wild, brother. Let Trumpomania rule again. Let Trumpomania make America great again.
There's no doubt that Saturday was one of the most frightening moments of my father-in-law's life. Millimeters separated him from life and certain death. And yet, it was in the midst of it all, as he was jostled off stage by Secret Service, that he knew how defining that moment would be for our country, and he hoisted his fist in the air. It was not just for the audience at the rally, not just for his supporters tuning in, but for all of America. And as a signal to the world that no matter what, America will always prevail. Though it's been strained and attacked, no enemy, no force, not even a bullet is strong enough to break our American grit and our American soul. We are the country whose founders gave their fortunes, freedom, and lives to pursue the dream of a free society. We are the country of Thomas Edison, Susan B. Anthony, Henry Ford, and Harriet Tubman. We are the country who fought and won 2 world wars. And we are the country who always rises to meet the moment, no matter how insurmountable the task. And in that split second, on Saturday, Donald Trump reminded us all of that very history and who we are at our core as a nation. That is the Donald Trump that I know.
To elect Donald J. Trump as the next President of the United States.
The chair announces that President Donald J. Trump, having received a majority of the votes entitled to be cast at the convention, has been selected as the Republican Party nominee for President of the United States.
2 days ago, evil came for the man we admire and love so much. I thank God that his hand was on President Trump.
The devil came to Pennsylvania holding a rifle, but an American lion got back up on his feet and he roared!
Biden and Harris keep making things worse. His weakness is costing us our opportunity, our prosperity, our security, our safety. Each diminished, all in decline, just like the man in the Oval Office.
And the truth is that the media has lied to us about Donald Trump. I realize Donald Trump and his supporters don't care if you're black, white, gay, or straight. It's all love.